Greetings, my Lombardians, and welcome! Today I'm going to be discussing the newest Academy update and some characters that I consider mid-tier. So, first off, I'm going to choose these two characters. I'm going to explain something about them. Let's go against Brock. So, the first change is the intro class. So, basically, if you look at the bottom, when you start a match, you can immediately know which class the character is. This is very comfortable. You don't need to go to Incept's official website to know what class the character is. You can immediately know by reading the bottom text. I like this, I love this. Next is the movement and speed adjustments. The characters feel way faster, they move better. Damage changes, some characters got buffs while others got nerfed. I will go over it in future videos. Most ultimates are unblockable, interesting change. Ultimates has a separate gauge, meaning before you had to have the origin gauge max, like this, and have 3k power, but this time you can use your ultimate. And although it still eats up your power, you don't have to have your power at maximum in order to activate it, which is a change. I'm totally down for it. Now you can focus way more on parries and the other stuff that are added. Next is the anti-OP system, which means depending who you're fighting against, you might have immunity against their class. And the rollback, meaning if you're knocked down, like this, he rolls. This is great for if you're fighting against an aggressive AI or an aggressive player and you need to escape the wall, you roll back and obviously you're saved. Now you cannot direct the roll direction, so hopefully that's something that Incept will add in the future. And lastly, the parry. If you press on Z while standing, you parry. It eats up power, as you can see. And what's interesting is that if you get hit by a parry, you can immediately punish the enemy for trying to attack you while parrying. Also, if they attack you while you're parrying, your power goes up. So, if you're a good player and you parry at the right time, you can read your enemies properly. You can basically charge up your ki like this instead of holding S. I want to talk about Arturia. I think that this version of the character is completely useless. She's very basic. She has 3 hit A, 3 hit B that you can combine with a special. She's a very basic character. She has a pretty good counter, I'd say. Down, backwards A. Knocks back the enemy. Her C, which is like a ki blast. The distance is not that good. Overall, she's fine. But then you have this version of the character, which is very similar in her specials, in her moveset, but her moveset is extended. That was just A combo. You have B with her, which have way better range, because look at the amount of range you have with B, starting off B. C, instead of a ki blast, it's like a third attack. And this is overall is just way better. Her specials are better as well, as you can see. I believe her damage is higher as well, so besides maybe her being a different class, I don't really see why you would ever use the normal Arturia version. I believe that this version is way superior to the classic Arturia version. Brock, I think he is a very bad character, a very weak character, besides a few gimmicks like, wow, slowing the enemy. Overall, the character is really bad and really weak. Bad not in the quality sense, but like you will never use him. He has 1 hit with A, meaning there's no combo at all. He has B, which is too short. And that's it. It doesn't even knock down the enemy, it doesn't do anything. The range is good, but that doesn't justify it not knocking down and not really doing anything to the enemy. He has a counter very similar to, well, most counters. Has down forward C, which is pretty cool, but you can pretty easily avoid it. And I mean, the damage is just not justified, so Brock, in my opinion, is a really weak Dior is another character I want to go over. He has a few interesting stuff going on about him. He is not as good as the Dior we all know, which has the best counter, which has the best time stopping ability, and just overall a powerful character. This is a weaker version of Dior, but still a fun Dior with his own shticks. His combos are pretty fun to nail, where you can combine A and B. He has a throwable C, which travels across the whole map. He has this counter, which freezes the enemy, allowing you to have almost a free combo. He has a special that does allow you to have a free combo. You can either charge your power in this case or get a free combo. Great ability, and he has a grab, one of a very powerful grab, one of the best grabs out of everyone, because what this grab does, it heals you. So let's say, for example, I'm on low health, right? Give me a moment, and let's say I decide to grab. As you can see, my health is going up. So this is super useful. Let's say like this, and then I grab, and I'm healing myself. So one of the best grabs, and overall, I mean, his style is really good, so I dig the character. But when you have a better version of Dio, there's no real reason for you to play with this version. And the last character I'm going to go over is the Imposter, a new Academy character. And here's the thing with him. Overall, he's a weak character. He has a few gimmicks, but they're pretty weak. I mean, most of his specials are easily blockable, so he doesn't really have anything special besides B combo. Now, why is that? Normally you can block attacks, but B can be blocked by doing down B. Most characters don't have low attacks, and he's one of the only characters to have low attacks. He isn't the only one, there is another one, which is if you want to play with a character that can do low attacks, I'll recommend playing with that other character that I will go over in a separate video. But this is probably the only good thing about Imposter. Overall, I think Imposter is pretty weak. His A is just 2 hits combo, nothing really too special. And C is pretty good, I guess. He knocks back the enemy, but overall, he's pretty weak. So, these are my opinions on some of the characters. This is also me going over the new update. I hope all of you enjoyed the video. Expect future videos covering characters separately. With everything said, I wish upon everyone to have a wonderful day.